So one of the questions we get frequently is, how do you decide where to call? And the terrain is a big feature for us, so we have a hill in the distance there. But as we were driving down this trail, this road here, you can see you got to pay attention and do some good road scouting. So as you can see there, we got some scat on the road, and that scat is a pretty good indicator that we've got some kind of canine action in here, or possibly a cat, because that scat looks a little bit pinched off there towards the end, and being pinched off like that usually indicates a bobcat. So how do you choose your stand? We're here getting ready to go out and do some more fox calling. You notice we got a hillside up ahead of us. It's a little hard to see, but there's a canyon down in there. Come around this tree and you can kind of see that canyon in the distance there. Zoom in out there. Okay, we know that foxes, bobcats like to travel in dark areas like that. Now, we've got that little wash there, and then up over here you can kind of see that ridge line. And you can't really see it, but there's some good rocky outcroppings there. And one thing that we've learned about foxes and bobcats is where there's rocks, there's foxes, and where there's foxes, there's bobcats. There's also another little wash, canyon, that connects in over here to the left, and it'll connect into that main wash that we were just looking at straight ahead. And they connect and they make kind of a Y there. Good intersection there. now, so why don't you tell folks at home how that fox came in here?
Well, that fox took his sweet time. She was not interested in coming in and revealing herself. She hid in that brush for a long time. She left, went over there about 40 yards. You called her back in. And when she came back in, from where I'm sitting, I had a little line on her between some bushes. And I wasn't sure she was going to come in or not. I personally wasn't. So I just lit her up right here in between this line of sight I got. And we put her down nice and easy. PTG all the way, baby.
Most of the time with fox and bobcat, it's a matter of location, location, location. You just gotta know where to go looking for them. So one of the things that we do is we have a saying: where there's rocks, there's foxes, and where there's foxes, there's bobcats. So problem with fox and bobcat hunting is you got to get up here into the deep brush with them. Can't stay out on the roads, can't really call them out into the wide open areas. You kind of got to get into their areas and work on them a little bit. So on this stand here, when, as Joe said, that fox came in about 11 minutes, which is quite long. We were in some platinum fox distress calls when it came in and barked at us from the top of the hill. And as hopefully you can hear on the video, she moved over to our left and was sounding like she was heading out. We'd actually had a fox earlier today come through our stand and head on out. It seems to be their pattern right now, so knew I had to get her to reel back in. Began working some different calls, see if I could entice her back in, and turns out that she ends up coming right back in on the platinum gray, the first one that she started barking at. And so you know, that's a tip you guys can take home with you, take away with you. You get a fox that starts barking at you like that, then remember what call that they came into and that they barked at, and don't be afraid. Go away from it. I tried some puppy distress. I did some mouth squeaks. None of that seemed to be working on her. So then I went right back into the same call that she came in on the first time, and she strolled right on in, about halfway between where she showed up on the first time and when Joe finally put her down. So another successful fox stand here, stand number 5 of the day. And the rumbling in the distance is telling us it's time to batten down the hatches because we're about to get wet. So I think Joe and I are going to call it a day and head on out. Hope you enjoyed our PTG Fox season opener for the 2018-2019 season.